everything's okay if I believe? Will you go away? I try to break you, but I always lose. The one thing I hated, but I hold on to my curse. No matter what I do, the habit always finds me. The habit always finds me. I crawled through dirt to take the hurt. Life on the line just to prove my worth. But it's all a game just to keep me hanging on your every word. So lie to me, tell me everything's okay if I believe. Will you go away? I try to break you, but I always lose. The one thing I hated, but I hold on to my curse. No matter what I do, the habit always finds me. The habit always finds me. I try to break you, but I always lose. The one thing I hated, but I hold on to my curse. No matter what I do, the habit always finds me. The habit always finds me.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
Here's a cold call.
We're on a mission to get America to switch to cold water washing with Tide.
it saves you energy.
And that saves you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
Plus, Tide cleans better in cold than the bargain brand in hot. So what are you waiting for?
Turn to cold because Stone Cold said so.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Energy savings based on average from switching from hot to cold and non-HE machines. Performance based on Tide Power Pods versus leading baking soda packs.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
I think you're spending all your time bringing us down. You think that you drove us right into the ground. And here we are again, pushed back up against the edge. I think this isn't over. come as friends, they'll lure you in, full of compliments and promises. Now who would ever think of violence when killers come as friends? Well, I believe in trust in a second chance, that innocence comes with a consequence. We'll be lucky to survive this argument when killers come as friends. Killers come as friends. Who's gonna feed your guilty heart? Who's gonna be your murder number one? You could tear my world apart, but I'll always let you in. 'Cause killers come as friends. I'll let you in. 'Cause killers come as friends. I'll let you in. Remember this fact, yeah, they got your back until they turn around, stick a knife in that. A wolf in sheep's clothes, oh, it's all an act. There's no way to defend when killers come as friends. Who's gonna feed your guilty heart? Who's gonna be your murder number one? You could tear my world apart.
Morning once again. New series for us here, the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Rockingham 150 brought to you by Jinx Shifters. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason from your Signature Esports at One.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hopefully y'all had a great Mother's Day for those moms out there, and for those kids out there, hopefully you give your mom some good presents. Joined tonight by Gary. We're live for our first ever playoffs here for the Midwest Days of Thunder Truck Series. Starting off with this round of 16. It's going to be a one race round. After each race, 4 drivers will be eliminated. Far as I am tracking, the points they earned during this race and the points they got coming into the playoffs will roll over. What is going on, Gary?
Not much. Looking forward to some great racing here at Charlotte tonight. 65% fuel. Got 70 laps. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, trucks at night here at Charlotte. Really haven't seen too many issues of people getting loose or tight. So it's going to be a really packed field as they put in the laps. As we take a look at the playoff standings going into tonight, you see Ryan Simone winning that regular season championship. He's going to start off tonight with 16 points. And these style of playoffs, every point matters. So we might see some people pull out some weird strategies, staying out to lead a lap under caution, run their tanks, drive just to lead a lap. So if you look through the list on the teams the drivers are on, what position they stand in coming into tonight, yet once again, the bottom 4 drivers after tonight will be eliminated. And on the left-hand side of your screen, the drivers with the orange background and black numbers are your playoff drivers. So that's the be a way we can keep track of drivers as they're running throughout tonight's race. And it's going to be interesting because there's been some connection issues here tonight. Been seeing some people disconnect and come back in. So I always look at the connection issue that having your car blow up or a tire fall off your car and you hit the wall, you have to retire. That's the way I view connection issues. You know, just like in real life racing, there's issues that are going to pop up to where you're not going to be able to finish the race.
Yeah, there have been quite a few connection issues tonight, but hopefully everybody's got that sorted out for the most part before this race starts, as it looks like we're heading into qualifying here in a few seconds.
Yeah, heading into qualifying, the 24 machine Corey Boyne, our fast truck for practice, but more than likely he got that in draft. But you look at the times, they're all really, really close. I mean, the top 10 are all within a tenth and a half. The top 5 are all within 2/100ths of a second. So it's going to be a lot of tight pack racing here tonight. As someone's qualifying to 10 minutes.
And I've been talking to a few drivers. Tire wear is going to be a very important factor tonight, especially as we get into some of the longer runs. I was looking at some people, and some people were off a whole 2 seconds on their lap times on a 30-lap run. So we'll see how much tire wear plays into the finish tonight.
Yeah, as we go ahead and ride along Cora Boyne. And speaking of tire wear, you mentioned tire falls about 2 seconds at the end of a run. I mean, when you're out there trying to get every point you can, is it really worth it to stay out to lead a lap just to lose 4, 5, 6 positions after the pit cycle's done? So it's something these drivers have to keep in mind. Yeah, that bonus point is sweet, but is it really worth it at the end?
And every position matters, especially with how these are single elimination races. Every position is going to matter, and that one position might make the difference between you making it in the next round and not making it.
Yeah, and looking at the playoff schedule, I mean, if you're trying to make it into the championship 4, and you are not a road course guy, you're really going to have to use these first 2 tracks, Charlotte and the next week at Dover, to your advantage to kind of go to Watkins Glen and kind of have like a sleeper week. Like, yeah, I don't got to do that well. I don't have to place top 5. I just got to finish the race. Because if you go to Watkins Glen on a cut line and you suck at road courses, talk about stress.
Watkins Glen, that's going to be a fun one. I've driven around there a few times, and it's a pretty fun track. Haven't driven the trucks there before, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people running off track on that race.
Yes, Cora Boyne currently your top qualifier. As I say that, Adam Leideke taking that pole position away in his second lap. Brian Simone's out on track. Only able to get 1 lap, and I think he might have hit the wall or something on his first lap as he came to a stop after that lap was complete. Chase Stone's taking that pole position away. This is showing the 77 on the truck. This is actually the 22 of Anthony Edrington. And also something I mentioned last week during the ARCA broadcast for playoffs is these non-playoff drivers playing a factor And it's more crucial here in the Truck Series since it's a single race elimination type playoffs. An ARCA Cup and Xfinity, we got 2 races each round, except for the championship race, of course. But each round we got 2 races. So if we have a bad race, we can always try to come back and recover. These guys, they don't get a second race to recover in that round. So if they get taken off by a non-playoff guy, they're not going to be too happy, especially if we see them race in ARCA Thursday night. We might see a little payback come ARCA.
They are not going to be happy, especially if it's one of the guys who are joining during the playoffs. Because I know we've got a few new faces here tonight. So we'll see how they fare around these other guys who have been here all season.
I mean, not only joining through the playoffs, I mean, we look at the 39 O'Connor. He's not on track right now. O'Connor just snuck his way into the playoffs, but ever so slightly. And he wasn't even there all the races. So some of these guys that don't race every week, but they do race every week in ARC, are coming down racing in trucks. You know, possibly get into a playoff guy, run him up the track, spin him out. I'm telling you, we might see payback at ARCA. I mean, people like Peyton Hardin, we don't ever see him really running trucks. He's out here tonight. I mean, he's a guy that could have put a wrench in these guys playing. Ryan Hoover, another ARCA guy. It's someone that joined recently, so let me go ahead and get that fixed real quick while these guys keep on qualifying. Alright, we are back. We had to go ahead and fix that driver that joined a little late.
Just got word that they messed up on the amount of time they get for qualifying. Here shortly they're going to advance it to the next session, so it's not going to be that full 10 minutes of qualifying.
Yeah, and I'm currently counting right now. I am only counting 15 of the 16 playoff drivers. Go ahead and look real quick on who might not be here. I think the one guy missing from tonight's race that is a playoff driver is Cody Shantz. But Cody Shantz not here tonight. He's the only guy missing. So, the plus side of these playoff guys, there's only 3 guys getting eliminated technically after tonight because one didn't show up. But as we get ready for qualifying to end, let's go ahead one more time to show you the championship standings going into tonight's race. And as we look at these standings, I mean, you look at Chase and Ryan, 1, 2. I think they're the only 2 guys that ran every race this season. So, I mean, they're going to be up there in the top 2. And nothing against those guys. I don't necessarily say those are the fastest guys week in and week out, especially look at the names like Adam Ladeke, Alex Forjay, Corey Boyne, Kevin Jordan, Joshua O'Connor, Chase Jones, some really fast guys that just couldn't show up every week. So Chase and Ryan are really going to have to work their butts off to make it into the championship race.
This is definitely going to be a interesting one, to say the least. There's a lot of fast guys who joined since the beginning of the season who are really going to challenge Simone and Chase.
As Josh Van Western in 25 chatting on YouTube saying he wasn't able to put the laps in his last one account. I mean, Josh, you gotta look at it this way, buddy. You're going to be starting towards the back. That's a bonus point for you, man. Get the most position gained. Every point matters. Stay out of trouble. Kelsey Lyles, that's the best I can do for playoff grade. But let's go ahead and go through our starting lineup. As you'll see once again, names with orange background are your playoff drivers. Chase Jones, Adam Leideke in that front row. Alex Forjay and Peyton Hardin with a really good qualifying lap put in, qualifying P4. Going to row 3, you got Corey Boyne and Kevin Jordan. Row 4, you got Ryan Hoover and Chase Hardin. Row 5, Gene Wolfe and Tony Edrington, a couple teammates there. Row 6, you got Vince Vakin and I can't pronounce that name. The 54 of Poland. Row 7, Robert E. Morrison and Nick Joyner. Row 8, you got David McGuire, Daniel Quigley. Row 9, Ryan Simone and Joshua Connor. Row 10, Robert Hissung. Row 11, Brandon Hughes and Marshall Harris. Row 12, to round out the field, you have Josh Van Western and RJ Packer. Van Western saying he can put a qualifying time in, but he is in a really good position if he stays clean to get the most position gain.
Just got some information from Josh Van Western. It sounds like he's having some internet issues. He will not be able to race tonight. Is he one of the guys who are in the playoffs?
Oh, Van Western was. That was a 25. That's a tough break. I remember talking to him at the end of last week in the podium finishes. He was looking forward to this playoff run and can end a little bit early for him. Chase Jones going to lead this field of green, going to get that ever so important bonus point for that pole position. Yeah, Josh Van Western currently only scored 4 points above the cut. No, he's at the cut line, actually. So he's going to have to hope Chase Jones, who qualified pole, Gene Wolfe, and Joshua Connor have a very sluggish race. But what's going to hurt Van Western here is Chase Jones obviously got that bonus point for the pole position. It's going to technically tie him at Van Western. And he's more than likely going to lead the first lap. So Van Western's playoff hopes, it's going to be a miracle if he's able to keep going. Do it for Dale.
Looks like the lights are off on the pace car, and we'll be going green for the first green flag run of tonight. We'll see how it shapes out.
Yeah, we got quite a few Toyotas leading with green here tonight. Got 2 Toyotas on the front row, and the Toyota starting P3. Green flag is out, and we have started this round of 16 playoffs here in the Midwest Days and Thunder Truck Series. David McGuire is just now crossing start-finish line. I wonder what happened there with him. But we go to the front, side-by-side action here. Like I said before, 70 laps of racing here tonight at Charlotte and tire wear. It's going to be the big key here tonight. But Adam Leideke actually going to get in front of Chase Jones to lead the first lap. Alex Forjay getting a little loose, come off the turn there. Chase Jones gets into the wall. You got a car going through the grass. Couldn't quite tell who that was.
I believe that was... I'm not sure. I was about to go look at SDK, but it's not telling me who that was that went through the grass.
I think it was a 24 Corey Raboyne, what it looked like. Only back to the lead. Peyton Hardin putting on a strong performance already up to that third position. Peyton Hardin, he's always liked Charlie. He's always done good here. up in front of that 19 machine, Alex 4J. Payne trying to collect his first win here in Mdot. Something his brother technically hasn't done yet. He won a money race, but Chase has never won a points race here in Mdot. So I think Payne's trying to beat him to the punch in that feat there. We currently got about... Go ahead.
And he's doing pretty good tonight. This is a really good track for him, as you were saying. He's doing really good right now.
Yeah, we got about a 4-car breakaway, and then he got about a second back to this next pack of 2 drivers. Peyton's brother, Chase, and the 95 of Kevin Jordan. Those guys putting in a good, strong showing so far tonight. As I'm looking at the 13 machine, I don't know if he hit the wall, but he has a ton of left front damage, or right front damage.
I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, he pancaked that wall. His whole right side is caved in. He pancaked that wall a ton.
And that's definitely going to hurt him, especially with the aerodynamics. And it looks like Chase Harden is gaining a lot of time on him. We'll see if he looks to the outside to make a move. He's not close enough yet.
Yeah.
Looking to the inside.
Charlotte is such an aerodynamic dependent track. When you get damage like that, you're just hoping for a caution to come out so you can get that damage fixed and try to hopefully save the rest of your race. I'm going to go back and see if I can't find him pancake the wall. Actually, I can coming off of turn 4 here. Oh, wow. Great job by Payton, able to get through that. But Chase Jones is falling back and fast. And if you're,
Forget looking to the outside of Payton right now.
And if you're Van Western, this is what you're wanting to see right here. As I'm looking at the scoreboard, Marshall Harris unable to race here tonight. So that's another playoff guy. People having connection issues at the worst time possible. Marshall Harris, Josh Van West, and 2 playoff guys already out of the race. Cody Shantz did not make the race. So already that's 3 guys in the playoff that are probably not going to make it. If I'm Marshall, if I'm Josh, I'm going to try to log in as much as I can, try to maybe put in some laps, maybe pass some guys who disconnect throughout the race. But don't look now, you got Peyton and Chase side by side rolling through 3 and 4. Oh, Chase getting a little loose behind his brother Peyton there. Goes up and tags the wall, keeps it going. What a save that was by Chase.
That's going to allow Chase Jones to get back by him on the outside.
Not sure what happened there. I don't know if he was looking for a crossover and just lost his truck or what. Luckily for Harden, though, he doesn't have to do too well tonight as he is second in the points. About 10 points or so above the cut line. He just have to keep that truck going straight. But in the meantime, Adam Leideke has took over the lead from Chase Jones on lap 1 and hasn't looked back. As now 4J is closing the gap. Down to 3-5. So we had 24 drivers registered for the session. Currently have 20 on track.
Yellow
Back.
flag is out.
Ooh,
For
yellow
Raboyne.
flag is out. Raboyne. back and see what happened here. The 24. Like someone got in the wall in front of him. Oh! Big contact for the 24. Couldn't quite tell who that was in front of him, though. That's a 54? That was a 54. And that neck kill was horrendous. They were not even close to touching it. Oh, my Lord. And who was that barely making it through? The 40.
Oh.
40 of Quigley. Barely making it through this wreck that happened right in front of him. And he just split the gap. Woo!
That was a close one.
So both Boyne and the 54 of Poland getting a meatball flag from that. Telling you, if Josh, if you're still listening, man, you gotta try to join back in.
And it looks like everybody is going to be coming down pit road for 4 fresh Goodyears.
I mean, it would be dumb not to. The only guy I could think maybe possibly wanting to stay out is maybe like Simone, Hughes, or McGuire. I mean, they came to pit lane, but I can see maybe them staying out. They're already running towards the back of the pack, so it wouldn't really hurt them to stay out. Get that bonus point for leading the lap.
Looks like we have a little bit of issues on pit road. Somebody's spinning around. I'm not too sure who that is. I think that's Peyton.
That is Peyton, as he's still trying to get it turned around. Tough break for Peyton. Running so strong, they're going to lose a ton of spots. As Alex Ford J, I believe, won the race off of pit road. I tell you what, this 13, we might see him in pit lane for a bit, getting that damage fixed. I know this is a caution he wanted to see, so he can get that damage fixed. So he might be on pit road till the last second. Thanks for the biddies there, Rowdy. Man, that is such a tough break for Raboyne. Raboyne was sitting in P7 coming into tonight. But, I mean, the lucky break for him are those 3 guys who have already been disconnected from the race or didn't show up. So, I mean, tough break, but yet again, a little bit of luck on his side to a point. But your points do roll over, so you could be 10 points below cut line going into Watkins Glen and basically have to win your way in. I was kind of shocked when Derek told me that a win will not qualify for the Final Four, because I know in past seasons when we had the one race elimination style playoffs, if you won the first race, like Angel did last year in Xfinity, it automatically qualified him for Homestead, as long as he showed up to the other 2 races. Yeah, that's a good point, Kelsey. Brandon Hughes did gain a lot of spots there. Came in around 16th place, came out in P12. That 13th finally off pit road, still all beat the hell on that right side. So we go cockpit view. I'm pretty sure you can see it from this cockpit. Oh yeah, that's not what you want to see as a driver. A gap between your bumper and your fender. And I'm looking at Peyton's rear end, his back end gear. It looks like Peyton might have gotten turned at pit road.
I believe he did. I'm going to go back and look what happened.
Yeah, I'm not getting no indication he wrecked. He definitely has a ton of damage on the left rear. Marshall and Fly jumped the pits. He must be listening. Marshall last week was having connection issues as well, and somehow still managed to finish P2. So don't count that 78 machine out yet. He's currently 16 laps down, but I mean, if Raboyne and Poland can't get it going again, that's 2 spots right there. And every position matters when you're in this style of playoffs.
Peyton did get turned. He got turned by the 13.
Oof, 13 Chase Jones already had that right side damage too, so he probably didn't really care too much about it. We saw Adam Leideke start the race here on this outside line. If you ask me, that's the line I prefer here at Charlotte to restart in. You get such a good run out of turn 2. You're able to 9 times out of 10 clear the guy below you. So I would be surprised if 4J can come out of this turn in P1.
Josh Van Westen, he listened to you. He's back connected. We'll see if he goes back out on track.
Both Josh and Marshall are back in the race. This might shake the playoffs up after all. The green flag flies here on lap 17. Back to green flag racing.
Alex Forget with the early jump. I believe he is going to be able to get clear of Adam Leideke. Kevin Jordan looking to the inside, trying to follow him through.
Did Marshall wreck catching up to the field? Because he already has a ton of front end damage to blowing that truck up.
I don't know. Because he blinked out and I could not see what happened.
But back to the lead. 4J was able to keep the lead coming out of turn 2, but he gets into the wall that time by coming out of turn 2. He's going to open the door for the 95 of Kevin Jordan to get by, and Adam Lottie he's going to follow. As well as a 5 of Chase Harden. Even with that damaged truck still up here in the top 5. Alex 4J got quite a bit of damage, but don't let that make you think he's out of the race. We saw him win a race with a ton of right side damage back at Kentucky. We got about a 3-truck breakaway right now. 4J, Jordan, Leideke leading this field, putting about a half a second gap on this 5 machine of Chase Harden. Right behind him, you got the 39 of Joshua Connor, the surprise entry in this playoffs. Rocking a nice little red, white, and dark gray camo scheme here tonight. And then you got the 4 Gene Wolf sitting behind them.
Alex Forget, he's looking to the outside of Kevin Jordan. He's going to get a good run coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, I think Alex for Jay's gonna need some help though. He just has a big parachute on that right front. But they're still side by side coming out of 2 as our pole sitter Chase Jones is falling back. I think he's actually making his way back up and starting in the rear on that restart. Looks like 4J's gonna lead the lap this time by. O'Connor's made his way around the number 5 and Chase Harden's starting to fall back as he was about to go 3 wide here. He's at 83 of Vincent looking to his inside as he just behind him there. We got top 7 all playoff drivers and the next 4 non-playoffs. The 83 goes around, big wreck behind him.
Looks like the 14 of Ryan Hoover got into the 83 a little bit. I'm not too sure what happened.
Huge wreck. A lot of playoff guys involved. 14 just got into the gas a little too soon. Spun the 83 around. 31 involved. 40 involved. 13 involved yet again. Nick Joyner barely squeezing through. Looks like Brittany Hughes might have got involved. Not too much damage to that 32 machine that I can see. A little bit on that right front. Man, I thought that wreck was a lot bigger. Let's go ahead and watch this from Mr. Brandon Hughes' point of view here. Oh, just ever so slightly contact there. I'll tell you what, Gary, I think a lot of the guys involved, other than the 83, were non-playoff guys.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
We,
And everybody's coming down pit road except for Kevin Jordan, Ryan Hoover, and Robert Morrison.
we pause it right here. 77, 40, 31, and 43. Those are all non-playoffs, guys. 13 gets a little bit more contact here. Back into the 77. Nick Joyner barely getting through. And Brandon Hughes has a little bit of contact. But other than that, it was all non-playoff, guys. So Kevin Jordan choosing to stay out. Don't know if this is the smartest decision, as he's already led some last night. Had a decent 7-8 lap run or so right there.
Oh, Josh Van Westen, he lost connection again for packet loss.
Keep trying, Josh. Keep trying. So just got word on what happened to Marshall there. He ran into the back of Ryan Simone catching the field. And that's where he got his damage from. Tough break for Marshall there. While we got this caution going, who are we pulling up? Pull up Mr. Hughes. Everyone always wants to talk to this man. What is going on, Brandon?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, man, I know you're caught up in that wreck there. Give you a little insight. I know you got chiefly not too much damage, man. Go ahead and talk us through this race and how hectic it seems like it's been. A lot of good tight racing, though.
Well, we came here to test, and we were god-awful. We came out here and practiced. We're god-awful, so we didn't even qualify. Our short run game is terrible, but our long run game seems to be decent. We almost died just now, so there's that. So.
Yeah, way to get through that wreck. It kind of happened right in front of you there. I know that, I can't remember what truck it was. It was a 40-something, came down as he was trying to avoid the wreck. Very slight contact, not a lot of damage there, and hopefully it won't affect you guys too much.
Yeah, no, I saw the blue truck just get turned, and I was like, so I checked up and went down low to avoid it when they pinballed, and I saw someone coming down at me. I was like, I'm going as close to the wall as I can, but if he hits me into it, I guess that'll be it, but who knows. We'll probably spin ourselves out here shortly.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of the race.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
I think Brandon Hughes is like the first guy I've ever heard that says he struggles at Charlotte. I'm not saying that being mean. I'm just saying, Charlotte, like, when you think a mile and a half, I mean, other than turn 4, Charlotte's a cookie cutter track. It is so basic to drive. I mean, you look at other mile and a half, like, not Kentucky, the one where turns 3 and 4 are absolute pain in the butt. The Xfinity just went there in officials. I hate that track. You look at Texas. Texas is difficult to drive. I mean, when you think a mile and a half, everyone thinks of Charlotte's mean, okay, an easy track. But not Brandon's type of track, but hopefully he makes it to this round. Next week we go to Dover. If you like Bristol, you'll like Dover. Oh, what in the...
Hang on, we're not going green.
What in the world? What the hell just happened? What?
What?
The heck? I think the 95 is trying to get started back up. That's the craziest I've seen.
His wheel disconnected. That's what happened.
Troubles for the leader. Wheel disconnecting. So we've had connection issues. We've had a big wreck, and we've had a wheel disconnection. What's next? A gas pedal disconnect? Oh no, and he had a toe. Wow. So just when you thought people like Marshall, Raboyne are going to be close to making it, you got more playoff drivers having issues. I mean, Kevin Jordan's going to be back out for sure, but he's probably going to be a couple laps down. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. What the heck? So Pace Truck is going to pull off. I think Adam Leideke should be texting our new leader coming to the green flag here.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag flies. Leideke and Hoover will lead us back to green here on lap 28. Leideke getting a really good entry into one. He could be able to easily clear the 14 of Hoover, who did stay out last pit stop. And that's going to leave the 39 O'Connor behind. The 39 Joshua O'Connor going to make his way around the 14 quick. O'Connor on way fresher tires. As Alex Forjay's back in the mix. Looks like he got most of that damage. O'Connor almost getting into the wall there, rolling through 3 and 4. 3 wide through the front stretch. You got Chase Harden looking below O'Connor. How about Gene Wolfe in the 4 machine? Was talking to him last week. He wasn't too happy. Some dirt racing got taken out of the playoffs. But here he is tonight running in second place on lap 29. Looking to take a win away from these oval guys. Gene Wolfe is blinking.
Alex Forget is still to the outside of Gene Wolfe. He's going to get the run coming into the corner, and he is going to be clear.
Looks like Kevin Jordan is making his way back on track. 3 laps down. Raboyne has made his way back on also, but he is 6 laps down.
Chase and Peyton are side by side right now. Fighting for that 6th position.
You know, if Peyton Rex Chase here, we're gonna hear about someone getting their butt kicked because they live together, for God's sake.
If you get a chance, you should look at what Chase's bumper says.
Oh Lord, faster than Peyton. You know, I'm just saying, if I was racing my brother and he was in the playoffs, I'll be helping him out. But once I saw that, like, no, you're on your own, man. You're on your own, bro. I ain't helping you out. Nope. You can keep that trash talking to get behind me. But, I mean, he's kind of helping him out right here. But kind of pushing past the 14 of Ryan Hoover into that 4th position. Peyton Harden's looking over taking over 5th. Chase able to clear that 14 of Hoover. In the meantime, we got a battle broom for the lead. The 4J is all over that back bumper of Leideke.
He's gonna get a huge
close
run
call.
coming off at 2.
He would,
Almost in the wall.
I think you're a little bit behind there, Gary. As it looks like the 83 engine has retired. He's come to pit lane. He's catching up to Raboyne, putting him in another lap down. Put him 7 laps down now. Man, if I'm Kevin Jordan, I'm like, caution, 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 caution. 3 laps down, still a clean, very clean truck out there. We have reached a halfway point here. Lap 35. And don't count that 95 out yet. There's still a lot of racing left. He's currently the only one on track a lap down with multiple laps down. As long as they don't catch up to the 40 machine before caution comes out, Kevin Jordan's in a position to get a lucky dog, and one of it hit 3 laps back. In the meantime, these two have kind of driven away from the field. Leideke and 4J, and then you got Gene Wolfe about a second and a half behind these guys, kind of in his own little world. O'Connor not too far behind him. And then you got the bros, Chase and Peyton, nose to tail in 5th and 6th.
Trying to look and see if we have a side-by-side racing right now. It does not look like it. Everything seems to have single-filed out for the most part.
And how about the 32 machine was like talking about how much he struggled, talking about how he's gonna spin himself out, and we're getting into a long run here, and he's sitting in 7th place. We got a group of guys back here by Ryan Simone. A ton of damaged trucks towards the rear end of the lead lap.
Daniel Quigley is coming into the pits right now.
Ryan Simone, our points leader going into tonight's race, not having the night he wanted, sitting outside the top 10. But I mean, if you ask me, it's not a lot of the playoff guys wanted. But in the meantime, Adam Leideke, there we go. That's the name I was looking for. Starting to drive away from this 19 machine. We go ahead and take a look at some last lap times here. You look at the bottom of your screen, Leideke pulling away from 4J about a half a tenth to a tenth a lap. That lap time by a tenth and a half faster.
Ooh, Chase and Payne were side by side for a little bit.
3
Brandon
wide.
was looking at the inside of Peyton.
Yeah, here comes this 32 and this 95, and it's a family affair right here. They got going on in front of them. If I'm Chase, I'm yelling at Peyton, push me, push me. The 95 looking inside. 95 of Kevin Jordan will look to get one of his last back the hard way. I think he's starting to catch leaders ever so slightly. If we take a look at some last lap times, he might have the fastest lap on track. Last time by Kevin Jordan, not about the 3rd fastest actually. Kevin Jordan easily getting by Chase and Peyton, and now we're having a 3-way battle for the 5th place position. As in the meantime, 4J has gotten around Leideke as they are side by side, rolling through 3 and 4. My apologies, 1 and 2.
4J is going to get a huge run coming off that corner on the top side. I believe he's going to be able to get cleared. Oh, not quite. And the yellow is out.
Yellow is out. That's going to give the lucky dog to Kevin Jordan, but Brandon Hughes involved in this wreck.
Oh.
Peyton into the wall and down on Kevin. Hard impact for Peyton. Oh, and even more contact. Oh. Wow. That initial contact, he would have been fine, but that secondary contact, what did him?
Oh, Brandon Hughes is not happy about that one. That is going to take him out of the race.
Yeah, the 45 was involved as well. Robert E. Morrison. not on board here. I mean, the 43 rides up there, gets into the wall. Nowhere for Hughes to go. He could have made it through that incident there. Oh, nowhere. The 14, there was nowhere for him to go. He was trying. You can hear him off the gas and everything. Trying to brake and everything. There's nowhere to go.
David McGuire, Robert Hissong, and Ryan Simone, they are staying out. Oh, they were just in the back and haven't caught back up yet. Apologies.
But Kevin Jordan having those issues. He's still out on track in 12th place. 2 laps down. Ooh, I don't know who won that race off pit road. Latitude won that race off of pit road. Put Adam back in the lead here with probably about 25 to go when we go back green flag racing.
This has been a pretty interesting race so far here tonight. It
Yeah.
looks like we're coming to 25 laps to go.
I don't know if interesting summed it up. If Peyton was apologizing on iRacing chat saying the tires gave free. And I'll be honest, when I loaded in, or after I saw Charlotte tonight, this is kind of what I expected here at Charlotte. Is a lot of big wrecks because how these trucks handle. I mean, not even just at Charlotte, but at night, really at any mile and a half. They handle like a truck at a super speedway. Brandon Hughes on YouTube saying, shaking my head. Come on, buddy. That's your buddy there. That's your buddy Peyton.
Adam Leideke warning everybody over race comms that during that run, his pedals were disconnecting a little bit.
I wonder what happened there because Fort Jane caught a half a second in one lap out of nowhere. But even more technical difficulties. We should have named this race the technical difficulty 1-4 or what would have been the 120 or something like that. 105 probably would have been. Let me go back and rebroadcast this and rename it the technical difficulty 105 because that's all we've been having tonight between connection, pedal, wheels. Yeah, Brandon, Hoover tried. I went and walked behind him. You can tell he was off the gas and he was on the brakes. He was trying everything he could. The way Peyton bounced off that wall and went flying back up the track, that even I wouldn't have been able to get through that. And I'm really freaking good at avoiding wrecks. I'll be honest, everything's so spread out. I don't know who's in and who's out right now. Now let's look at the obvious here. Van Western, 1 point above the cut line coming into tonight. Gonna be scored toward the bottom of the field. He's more than likely out. Cody Shaw didn't show up. That's 2 out. Marshall Harris having issues, only 2 points above the cut line. He's looking on his way out.
Green Green flag. Green flag.
It's gonna be interesting. Chase Jones was
Green
below
flag is back out.
the cut line. And he's not having that good of a race here tonight. He had a great starting position, but has fallen off quick and currently running 16th. Oh! 51! And 19 get into it. Caution's going to come out. Big one happens. Wow. The hell was that about, O'Connor? Okay, let's get. This is a wild freaking race, man. 2 wild races back to back. Whoops, wrong one. Whoops, wrong one. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Coming out of turn 2 there. Oh, wow. Neko strikes yet again. Oh, and Kevin Jordan's involved. He's not going to get the lucky dog. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but you guys see what the 39 did here. Like, what? So the 39 on Connor, I think he was trying to get turned around or something. I'll rewind this real quick. This is funny. I had to laugh at this. So, O'Connor was trying to get turned around here. His Gene Wolf puts it in gear, turns around, keeps turning, and then hits Gene and flips him over. I'm sorry. I know it's not nice to laugh at that, but what in the world is going on tonight? So that's going to put the 69 of David McGuire into the lead. We're under caution real quick, and I'll be right back. We are back, and this playoff race is becoming interesting because we're seeing some names up front where you don't usually see up here. You got 69 of David McGuire, Nick Joyner, Chase Harden, Ryan Simone, Alex Forjay. A lot of those names we haven't called out all race long being in the top 5.
Yeah, there's going to be a really big shakeup after tonight.
And here's the kicker. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying there's going to be a big shakeup in the standings.
And here's the kicker. We've only had 4 cautions. That is wild. Derek might be having his hands full tonight getting these points done, because I know a lot of drivers be interested to see if they made it in or not. As this is kind of starting to look like last week. Coming back to the green flag, a lot of guys still in pit lane. O'Connor in 7th, 2 laps down. He's making his way back out on track. I don't know if anyone's disconnected. Ryan Hoover and Gene Wolfe have. So that's gonna end Gene Wolfe's playoff run, more than likely. Six drivers on the lead lap. Seventh and below, 2 laps down. I think there's 95. He's 2 laps down, but I think he still has a... No, he has some damage, actually.
Alex Forget's coming back into the pits.
One to go. That's interesting. David McGuire and Nick Joyner will lead us to green here, and we're doing down on the trucks. We have about 10 out on track right now.
Yeah, we are definitely starting to run out of trucks here tonight.
You know, as Tony Stewart always said, if we don't wreck half the field, we ain't doing a good enough job, so we got to wreck at least half the field.
It's a good thing this ain't real, otherwise a lot of these teams would be bankrupt at this point.
That's like me. That's like my green flag racing here. That's like me after the Xfinity race. I ran my car into the wall. Matt was like, dude, you died. And I'm like, yeah, well, I can't let my guys get a free paycheck. The car's still in good condition. In the meantime, Chase Harding getting a really good jump there. Getting to the back bumper of the 69. Going to look to the inside, possibly going into turn 3. Now, how about this? Chase Harding taking the lead here on lap with 19 to go. Gary, I'm telling you, if this kid wins, he's going to have the most ecstatic reaction out of anyone. Chase Harding leading with 18 to go here tonight at Charlotte.
And I can tell you right now, Payton is not going to hear the end of it.
Adam Leideke, it was, you and 4J got into it, yes, but it was also netcode. I mean, there was space. It wasn't like horrific netcode, but there was space there. I got you, Peyton. But Chase Harding not only leading the field, but gapping him already up to an 8/10 second lead. Matt Ford, I think you need a black flag chase. Too clean of a truck. I tell you what, Gary, if Chase wins this race, Peyton is never going to hear the end of it. Never.
No, he's not.
Because not only would he have won a money race, but now he's also won a points race. Peyton will never hear the end of it. Like, I won a race and Mdot for you, did.
31 of Robert Hassong's looking to the inside of Nick Joyner. We'll see if he's able to complete the pass. Nick Joyner with a huge run coming out of turn number 2, and he's going to be able to get back clear.
Yeah, I don't think the 31's going to be able to pass Joyner on the straightaways. He just has way too much front end damage. He's going to have to pass him in a turn and then keep him behind him on the backstretch. Ooh, if he goes down below the apron, they're able to collect the truck. And in the meantime, this 5 machine is still driving away with it.
If I were Chase, I'd just be on cruise control right now. Save tires. Try and make it to the end without dying.
Yeah, and I've been in Chase's shoes, you know. Anytime you get your first win, whether it be your first ever iRacing win, your first official win, your first league win, it's always more nerve-wracking trying to get that checker play at first win. I remember when I first had my first win at Mdot, I still like a 15-second gap on the field. I remember having Manny in my ear, like, dude, calm down, hit your marks, you got this. At one point I almost made a mistake. He's like, dude, just hit your marks. You have a 15-second lead. You got this. So, anytime you get first, it's always nerve-wracking, especially when you last start countdown. You start thinking what could possibly go wrong, overthinking stuff. At this point, pretty sure Matt's in there. No, Matt's not in there. If I was Matt, I'd be in that chat like, all right, Chase, calm down. You got this. Hit your marks. Don't overdrive it. I mean, he's still pulling away, too. He's still pulling away. But Chase Harden currently putting a huge gap on the field. In the meantime, we got a battle brewing back here for second between Nick Joyner and David McGuire. About the only other battle on track I'm seeing out there tonight. And Gary, this isn't to take anything away from Chase, you know. He's a good driver. He can be quick. It's a lot of things had to go right tonight for him. And I'm not trying to be a a-hole when I say that. Like, you got to think, all right? All the trucks got wrecked out. You know, 13 Jones having issues, and 95 wheel disconnecting, which puts Leideke up front. Leideke and 4 Jake, and like everything had to go right. Everything that could go right went right for this kid. This is one of the races where if you're old enough to gamble, you better, when you hop out of this race, you better go get yourself a damn lottery ticket because you just got lucky as hell. I'm not trying to down Chase. He's a good guy. He's there been tracks where he's been faster than me, and I hate saying that. There have been tracks where I hop in, I'll look at his lap time, like 2 laps in, he's faster than me, and it takes me like 10 laps to get faster than him. So he knows what he's doing. It's just, we've seen all season long, you know, he's been that top 5, top 10 speed. And for him to be in the lead right now, so much stuff had to go right for him. But we have 8.5 to go with Chase Harden with a 2.8 second lead over the 69 of McGuire. And if you're the 16...
Nick Joyner almost put the bumper to David.
I was gonna say, if you're David and Nick back here, just ride it out. You got the podium finisher spot. You got a good finish here tonight. Why risk it? With 8 to go, you're not gonna catch Chase. And in order to catch Chase, you would have to be like 0.3 faster every lap. Not happening. I would just be content where I'm at, whether I'm Joyner or McGuire. Shoot, if I was McGuire, but hey, Joyner, you want go by me? Go ahead. I'll just sit behind you and ride it out. They go side.
Nick Joyner is looking to the inside.
Side by side, they go through 3 and 4. And David McGuire getting a little bit loose on the exit there. So I'm talking about it's risk versus reward. I don't think it's worth pushing your truck like this with 7 to go when you're kind of locked into a podium finish spot. Joyner able to get around him here and kind of start checking out a little bit. Peyton, you don't want your brother to win, dude. You are never going to hear the end of it. Ever. Alright, we're at 6 to go. This is where if I'm Chase, I'm just cruising. I'm putting in my slowest laps I've ever put in Charlotte in my life. I mean, you got no lap traffic around you. Just let off 10 seconds early and get in the gas 10 seconds late. There's no need to push the truck right here. Five to go this time by. This is Chase's race to win here tonight. And I know if I'm Chase, I am praying. Please, please, no caution. He is still driving the hell out of that truck. 4 to go this time by.
This was a pretty crazy race here that we had tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping Derek gets these points up there pretty quickly. Usually I'm pretty good at figuring points out. But there are so many guys who are usually fast, spaced out. Like, it's so spaced out the way it is. Like people who came in middle of the playoffs are doing good. People who came in the top of the standings are doing bad. Like, my ADHD brain can't process all that. Chase rolling through 3 and 4, getting ready to get to the line for 2 to go. What a way to start the playoffs, too. Come in here, second in points, get a win. Really kind of lock yourself into kind of almost a guaranteed spot in the round of 8. Because I don't see a way he's not going to make the round of 8. Getting to the round of 4 might be a little tricky. But yeah, it's almost guaranteed to lock yourself into the round of 8 right here. As Chase is going to try to get this white flag. He knows once he sees that white flag, race is over, and all he has to do is just coast this thing around the track. 1 to go here from Charlotte.
If this is how Charlotte went, I want to know how Dover's going to go next week.
Right? But Chase, he's going to round out 3 and 4 and come to the start-finish line and collect his first official win here in the Midwest Days of Thunder series. Way to go, Chase. As Nick Jordan, he's going to cross the line in second. Followed by Dave McGuire in third. Robert Hissong and Ryan Simone. Ryan Simone comes back and gets 5th place. As Alex Forjay, he's going to come in 6th. Followed by Kevin Jordan 7th. David Quigley in 8th. Joshua Connor, a decent performance here tonight. He might move on. It's going to be interesting. Coming in 9th. Chase Jones coming in 10th. Yeah, burn it down, Chase. We might need to work with him on the burnouts. All right, Simone going over and congratulating Chase. Those two are teammates. They've had some good battles throughout the season. Yeah, I think Chase might have to get with Matt and on some burnout lessons. You ain't done until you blow it up, Chase. Keep it going. I know that kid gets me smiling from ear to ear. It's not blowing up yet. I don't think it is, at least. Nope. Wait for some more people to join the podium finishers. Nick Jordan joined, and now we'll wait for Mr. David McGuire. Chase is still doing the burnouts. That's Brandon Hughes. While we wait for these guys, let's go ahead and go back and look. Oh, there it goes. It finally blew up. Go ahead and go back and see if we can't find this path for the lead, which was a move of the race, which allowed Chase to collect his first win here in the Midwest Days of Thunder series. Matter of fact, it was back here on this restart after that huge wreck we had. We'll actually start it from the restart here. He chased hard and getting a really great jump there, easily getting around the 86 of Nick Jordan, who didn't get quite the jump he was wanting. Chase getting a good run coming off of turn 2, looking to the inside of David McGuire. And from here, going 3 and 4, it was nothing but Chase out front. So our podium finishers have finally hopped into that podium slot. We go ahead and start pulling them up. And let's go ahead and pull up our third place driver. It's number 69 machine of David McGuire. What is going on, David? David, you got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hell of a race you had out there tonight. We started off the race really slow. I'm not sure what happened on the initial start. You were about a good 5 seconds off the field. Ended up making it through the most direct without really too much damage. What happened there at the end, man? You don't think you had anything for Chase, or did his truck have a lot less damage than yours?
No, we were just looking for a top 3 finish. He was gone. He was ahead.
All right, man. He disconnected you. Couldn't really hear him. We'll try to get back to him later. Let's go ahead and pull up Nick Joyner, the 86 machine. What's going on, Nick? Nick, you got a copy? Gary, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got ya.
Okay, make sure my stuff. All right, well, he's not there. Hello? Okay, let's go ahead and pull up Chase, and let's go ahead and pull up Matt. What is going on, Chase? I know you got to be grinning from ear to ear right about now.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, man, I mentioned it during the broadcast, and this was nothing, against you. We've raced together multiple times. I know you do have some speed at times, but everything had to go right for you here tonight. Obviously, you really didn't have the speed that 51, 19, and 95 had. 95 having that connection, technical difficulties with wheels. The 51 and 19 getting into it. You somehow making through that wreck. So much stuff had to go right for you to collect this win. So go ahead and let us know how you're feeling right now and talk us through that final restart.
Yeah, so at the final restart, as soon as the leaders wrecked each other, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of knew that as long as I could get past the 69, I could kind of cruise to the win. So after that final restart, whenever I got by him, I just started saving my tires, and I knew that they would burn them up. And then with about 10 to go, I just started pushing it and trying to gain the lead farther. But that was a fun race.
Yeah, I pulled you in here, man. I saw you out there practicing tonight. Were you trying to help your team out at all? Is that why you're out there practicing? Matt, you there?
I don't think he's here. But he was spotting me. He was my spotter.
Well, and that's another thing I wanted to ask you is, while I looked down there when you're in the lead and you were still driving away from the field, Matt wasn't down there, and I'm like, dude, if I'm Matt, I'm telling Chase, dude, calm down, hit your marks, because I know the first time you ever get a win, whether it be in a league, your first league and your first iRacing win, if it's the same, cool, but if it's not, they're always special because, like, hey, it's my first time I've won in this league.
Yeah, you always kind of get nervous, but
and at what point do the butterflies kind of start setting in, and you kind of had to, like, okay, hey, calm down, Chase. Like, you got this. You have a 5-second lead. At what point were you like, I need to calm down because I'm about to hit the damn wall?
It was like 5 to go. I think I came pretty close to hitting the wall, and I was like, oh, okay, let me settle down a little.
Well, congrats on your first official Mdot win, because we ain't gonna count that money race no more, and go ahead and rub this into Peyton's face as much as you want, because you definitely earned this one.
Oh, yeah, I am. It was satisfying seeing him just smack the inside wall in the backstretch behind me. And he was staring at my bumper on the restart, so that was also satisfying.
Actually, I need to ask you one more thing. When you smacked the wall on the tri-oval, what the hell happened? It looked like you're looking for a crossover and your truck just got away from you.
No, so actually, I don't exactly know what happened. I think me and Kevin Jordan kind of got into it, and then I was about to go head first in the wall, and I drifted it. So I thought that was a pretty good save, but apparently it was a racing incident, is what Matt said. Matt said it was kind of my fault, kind of his fault, but no big deal. It was scary for a second, though.
It looks scary.
Blow my engine.
All right, man. We'll let you get out of here. Matt's not here. Matt, you back?
I don't think he is.
Oh, you are back. Hey, Matt, what's going on, dude? I brought you in here because you kind of have been really, I would say, Chase and Ryan's mentor since they came into the league. You know, I think they've been on your team since they got here. So how cool is it finally see one of those two finally collect a win here in the Midwest Aces Thunder?
Oh man, I'm glad Chase finally got a win. They've been doing pretty good all season. I know Chase was feeling pretty good about Charlotte tonight, and I'm glad he got a W out of it.
Yeah, so I saw you out there practicing during practice. Were you trying to put in laps and figure out some tips for your drivers, or were you just out there having fun?
A little bit of both. I was definitely out there having fun. I love Charlotte, and in the trucks, it's just a super fun track. But I was just seeing how the track was running, and you know how different lines were running and stuff like that. So during the race, I could help Chase or Twig if they were having any issues, but Chase was fine. I had to get off to go start cooking some dinner, so
yes,
I'm glad he got the win. I hate I missed the end.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when he got the lead. I looked over at Discord, saw you were in there with him, and I know coming from experience. I remember when I got my first win, Manny having to calm me down because I was about to make some stupid mistakes. I was talking to Chase, I don't know if you're here, but getting that first win in any league you're in is always special, and butterflies always set in. It don't matter how experienced you are; those butterflies always set in. It was like 10-5 to go. So I was hoping you were gonna be in there talking to him, but I saw you weren't. So you came back. You're like, oh, you actually got the win.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's my son's birthday, so I'm waiting for them to get home and I'm cooking them dinner. So.
Oh, look at that! Chase even got your kid a birthday present. Now it's time for you to go. Now it's time for you to go out, win walks in Glen or Daytona, and get your son one.
Yeah, big doubt.
Well, I mean, it can happen. It just a lot of stuff has to go right in your direction.
A lot of people have to wreck out.
All right, man. We'll let you all get out of here. And great racing, Chase. Good job collecting that first win. Unfortunately, it's not like other series in the past. You don't automatically qualify for the championship 4. But I don't see you not making it into the round of 8. I don't see it possible because I don't think Derek's resetting the points. So good luck the rest of the playoffs, and hopefully you're there at Homestead and you can sneak your way in. I know Gary said at the start of last race you were going to be the one to sneak your way in, and it could happen now.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, that will end this broadcast for tonight. Something I usually do, I completely forgot about tonight, is go over our schedule we have this next week here in Mdot. For those of you guys still tuning in, watching, you heard me talking to Matt about it, about the Daytona Road Course race. That's where ARCA Thursday night's going to be for 20 laps of racing there. ARCA cars, from what I have seen, handle really phenomenally there. Lance Hill put in a really good time when we had a practice session up. Definitely look out for some good battles there. And then Cup, they will be going to start their round 12 off at the Daytona Road Course as well. They will have 40 laps of racing there. And going into next week, Xfinity, we will round out our round of 12 racing with some night racing at Bristol for 150 laps. Davey Hendricks locked himself into the round of 8, winning last night at the Daytona Road Course. So it's going to be a battle for the final 7 spots. And then next week, Truck will go back racing at Dover for 125 laps there for the round of 12. As we don't have an updated point system yet. I'm too tired to figure it out right now. So we'll probably, hopefully, be able to update you guys in the ARCA race. If not, hopefully Gary does it for the Xfinity race. But if y'all like what you're seeing, definitely tune in on Thursday and Friday night. And anytime you see Mdot live, I know AAA Broadcasting Crew, they do a lot of outside league broadcasting. I know they do VRL and some other stuff, so definitely give them a shout out.